The on-call room was dimly lit, the only sound in the room the distant hum of the hospital's night shift. Ethan stood by the door, arms crossed, watching as Leo peeled off his lab coat. They'd been doing this for 3 years, these stolen moments hidden between long shifts and sleepless nights. But no matter how many times they found themselves alone, the need between them never faded. "You paged me," Leo teased, his smirk playful as he loosened his tie. Ethan rolled his eyes but stepped closer, his fingers brushing the exposed skin of Leo's collarbone. His touch was deliberate, slow, teasing the edge of his scrubs. "I needed you." Ethan's voice was low, rough, a confession wrapped in longing. Leo's breath hitched. "Then take me." Ethan didn't hesitate. His lips crashed against Leo's, hot and demanding. Their bodies pressed together, desperate, aching. Ethan pushed Leo back against the narrow bed, pinning him down, hands mapping familiar territory. Leo groaned, his fingers tangling in Ethan's hair as their kisses deepened, messy and breathless. But in the middle of it, Ethan froze. Leo blinked up at him, confused. Ethan's hand trembled as he traced Leo's jaw. His voice was quieter this time, softer. "I hate that we have to do this in secret." Leo's heart clenched. He pulled Ethan down until their foreheads touched. "Then let's stop hiding." Ethan swallowed hard. He wanted to say yes, to walk into the hospital hand in hand with Leo. But the weight of his family, the hospital, the expectations, it all still loomed over him. So instead, he kissed Leo again, deeper this time, as if he could hold on to this moment a little longer. The next morning, Ethan walked into the hospital like nothing had happened, but he could feel the shift in the air. The whispers, the stares. Dr. Marcus Hale, always watching, always suspicious. "You've been distracted, Carter." Hale leaned against the nurse's station, a knowing smirk playing on his lips. Ethan didn't even look up. "I'm busy." Hale chuckled. "You and Dr. Bennett seem to be quite the team." Ethan stilled. Hale's smile widened. "Must be nice, spending all those late nights together." A slow burn of anger and fear twisted inside Ethan. He knew what Hale was doing. Pushing, waiting for a crack. Ethan met his gaze, unshaken. "If you have something to say, say it." Hale's smirk never faltered. "Just making an observation." Ethan turned and walked away before he did something reckless. But the pressure was building. Leo found Ethan sitting on the rooftop of the hospital later that night. His tie loosened, sleeves rolled up. "Marcus Hale?" Leo asked, leaning against the railing beside him. Ethan sighed. "He knows, or suspects." Leo nodded, taking a sip from his coffee before setting it down. Then, without warning, he pulled Ethan into a kiss. It was different this time, not rushed, not stolen, just soft and full of love. Ethan melted into it, his hands resting on Leo's waist. "What if someone sees?" Leo smiled against his lips. "Then they'll know." Ethan exhaled. "Let them know." It was supposed to be a normal day, until a patient coded in the middle of the hospital lobby. Ethan and Leo worked in perfect sync, moving like a single force. But the moment they saved the man's life, Ethan noticed the cameras, the onlookers, the whispers, and Hale, standing at a distance, his arms crossed, watching them, knowing. Ethan knew there was no turning back. "Comes out." The next morning, Ethan walked into the boardroom, Leo beside him. Silence. Then Hale's smug voice, "So it's true." Ethan stood tall. "Yes." The air shifted. Dr. James Carter, Ethan's grandfather, leaned forward. "And," Ethan blinked. "And I'm in love with Leo." His grandfather chuckled. "I've known for years." Ethan froze. James sighed. "You're my grandson. Your happiness matters. This hospital belongs to you, and one day it will belong to both of you." Leo's fingers brushed against Ethan's under the table. They had one. Secrets. 1 year later, St. Vincent Hospital was thriving. And so was their love. Leo leaned against their apartment balcony, watching the city lights. Ethan wrapped his arms around him from behind, pressing a kiss to his neck. "No more secrets," Leo murmured. Ethan smiled. "No more secrets." Their hearts beat in sync. Together. Always.